So we're here at Camp Blodgett on the beautiful Lake Michigan shoreline celebrating the second annual Great Lakes Music Camp. We have a phenomenal group of instructors and campers that are here, our volunteers and our staff. It takes a lot to get all these folks under one roof, and we couldn't do that without our sponsors, so we're extremely grateful for that. And we're here to share in the traditional American music and the culture and the heritage that supports that.
Jason and everybody that's working to make this possible are bringing world-class musicians to this part of the world and making them available to the people who are in this community. So it's a cool opportunity for people to interface with amazing people that they would never otherwise meet, basically.
One of the things that we recognize is that children are going to be the keepers of these traditions. So we have a very nice scholarship program for children. We want to bring these kids in here. They're going to work with these folks. We do this by bringing in these professional performers. These guys and women are touring musicians and also music educators. Music is the glue that binds culture. So a whole bunch of strangers come together. They turn into this family. They go back to their homes with this newfound knowledge, not only of tunes and songs like that, but also inner strength in order to do performance and whatnot. Bring this out to the public. It's an empowering situation.
Traditional music, however you define it, and there are a lot of definitions for it, is about community on one level. It's about technique, it's about learning music, but all of these styles that we embrace under this broad heading of Americana are examples of people making music together. So whether it's bluegrass or old time, or other camps have Cajun, they all involve community and people learning to play music together, young, old, people from different walks of life, different parts of the world, and there is a communication that happens through the making of music together that can be truly replenishing for the spirit and the soul and can do a lot of good things for people.
I got to the Great Lakes Music Camp today for the first time, and it was like I could feel the creativity and the inspiration because it had already been happening. I came a couple days late. And for young people, or any people really, to be in an environment that's fostering that kind of inspiration and spark is so rejuvenating because there's so many things in society that are dulling that down and asking us to move quickly and move through the creative process instead of taking time to really be inside of it and enjoy it. And so it's a really big gift to take that time and to be around instructors that are just so very talented that you might not ever get to have a personal lesson with, but here you can sit down and have lunch with them, you can meet with them one-on-one, you can be in their workshop and learn all these tools, and then take that with you when you go and use that to fuel whatever your creative work is in the world. And it's a really beautiful time out, and it's very rare to have that happen, I feel like, nowadays. And I could feel it immediately and was immediately inspired and glad that I was here and able to take part in it, and also to offer and share the creative aspects that I've learned in my craft, which is songwriting. And so it's really a heart space that we enter into when we're in that creative process land. And so for young people, it might be life-changing, you know? They might take a whole different career path having this opportunity. So it's really valuable, kind of invaluable to be here, and I'm really grateful that it's happening.
This is my first time at the Great Lakes Music Camp, and I think it's a place for people to celebrate things that they have in common with respect to art and music and social things that give us just common meaning. I think that for me, having taught in many camps over the years, there's more and more reasons in a kind of divided society to find reasons to be together and to put the divisions aside. And music is one of the best things to do that. I've been playing music all my life. It's the most direct path from everything that's going on around you to the heart.
We're so grateful to this year's sponsors and the sponsors of last year's camp. All those people that have come out and spent some time, money, materials, they volunteered, they've put their faith in us, they put their trust in us, they put their dollars in us, and we don't take any of that lightly. We love the mission of each individual organization and how they play a role in the community and supporting the arts.
I can't think of a better thing to support. Creativity really opens our hearts and our minds, and whatever work we do, if it's infused with a creative spark, then that leads to a quality of life and also an exceptional work ethic. And so I think it's valuable on many, many fronts.
I can't wait to see what this camp is like 10 years from now and what it's done for the West Michigan music community. I can already tell from last year to this year that so many people have come back with a renewed passion and fire for the experience. So we're just learning from one another, and not just learning music from one another, but learning how to be better people to one another.
And I think that that's what's happening here is it goes beyond the words and it goes beyond the music itself, and it kind of transcends those things and becomes a story of its own on how we're connecting with each other and how we respect each other and how we respect those that have come before us. I think that that's a really important piece to what we're doing at the Great Lakes Music Camp.